welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Made it a little brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Okay. Ooh, child, things will get brighter someday. So I remember. How is everyone? How is everyone? Long time no see. Hey, hey, hola. How are you? Hey, I'm good. 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 How are you guys? What is that? You guys are right, and I can't see. Oh, these bras from freaking Victoria's Secrets. They have that little tag on them now. Oh my goodness, they're super annoying. I always forget to cut them off. I'm holding up. How are you guys holding up? Holding up, buttercups? I hope you guys are holding up. You already had your coffee? Whoop, whoop. I had like 3 today. I've been drinking too much coffee. Too muches. I meant to grab my angel cards, and then my dragon cards were mixed in between, so you're gonna get one of each. Kind of see where you guys are at. Rat tat 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 tat. You had to switch to tea. Yeah, I mean, I'm not big on tea. I'd rather just drink warm water with like lemon or citrus in it, and orange, you know. So, fam's good. Everybody's good. I have to crack down on the kids a little bit for sure. Because I'm working every day, right? Not every day, but almost every day. And my sister's working from home, so hi, sweetie. So she's downstairs. You know, parents are retired, so they're upstairs. But, I mean, she's down there with them like 24/7. So it's a lot, you know. I haven't been really giving them a bedtime, but I've been making them wake up at a certain time. But now I have to designate a bedtime because she needs to relax too. And I mean, granted, this is her first week, but it's a lot, you know. So I definitely have to, you know, bedtime, decent time, but a little extended because of everything, you know. But waking up, you know, sometimes I let them stay in their PJs all day, but then, you know, my sister has to go and get the mail, and I work with the public still, so like parents still want them to change every day, like out of their jammies. It's a lot. My energy is a lot, guys. My energy is a lot stronger. Okay, so there's not much I can do about the buffering. Luckily, when you go back to replay the video, or you know, you're watching it for the first time and I'm not live, it picks up where I left off, so you're not really missing anything, right? It's my energy's a lot, and I'm trying to learn how to work with it. It doesn't have me down. I know I probably might seem a little down, but I mean, I am a little bit, but not like depressed down, right? Not like that. It's just controlling my energy. Like, I can send someone to 1 to 100 just dealing with customers or family. I got goosebumps. It's a lot. Like, people will bump into me and they're like, holy shit, Court, like, I just shock them. Like, shock, zip, zip, zap, zap, zap. Like, I am careful, like, what I touch. Like, I don't want to zap my phones and my electronics, you know? So I'm learning how to work with that. And I am using a lot of crystals, you know, give and take. But some days they take from me. And it's exhausting, you know? But majority of the time, the crystals give me the balance that I need. I can try holding one so the energy can go into that versus towards the electronic. So it's a little, I wouldn't even say like a little chaotic at home, really. You know, just the norm, considering what norm is right now, you know. I do have information on the virus, but I want to get some more information before I start talking about how it's going to go down, when we peak, when it goes down, and when it's going to come back. Okay. So, and yeah, it will come back, but not for a while. We'll talk about it. Okay. So just trying to get a control of my energy is really what I'm trying to do, you know. Still buffering on your side. I seem good on this side, you know. So grounding a situation, grounding the household is what we're working on in the beginning of the week. And to be honest with you, I haven't even really worked on that yet. So I hope you guys have. I mean, I haven't, right? But there needs to be more grounding, a little more structure for the children, even though they're doing great, you know, but it's affected, everyone else is affected by, you know, their energy or what they're up to, or if they're on the Xbox, my sister's, you know, 20 feet away talking to bigwigs. So it's a lot. So I'm gonna have to like literally write a schedule, like go outside at this time if it's not raining, you know, I'll come upstairs and read like something with a little more structure, because it's nobody else's responsibility but mine, right? But I'm not home. So it's falling back on my sister, and that's not cool. So I gotta figure something out, because her work's a big deal too, you know. So her work is way more a big deal than what I do. Not with you guys, but like my other job, you know. So I'm just trying to work my energy. There has been times, hi Ramon, there has been times I've tried to come on and couldn't even get on because of my energy. So I'm just trying to work with it. You know how like everyone went through like a rebirth and a new phase and a new cycle? Well, I'm going through mine, and I don't know how to explain it. I know it's going to be great, but I don't know how to quite explain my energy yet. You know? Yeah, YouTube's been sticking on notifications on and off for my channel. Yeah, I mean, there's days I can't even, I'm here and I'm ready, and I can't even get on. Yeah. So. Oh, that's awesome, Ramon. I almost called you Raymond. With a D, Raymond. Congratulations. So, and I'm done with my whole like, oh, I'm thinking of my 3-month plan, and I only got 8 weeks, 7 weeks left, 6. Like, I'm just like, cool, I stopped doing that. The first time I actually have a plan, it's just gonna go to shit. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. I gotta figure out me, you know? So, and figuring out me right now is actually tricky, believe it or not. So, There's that. I'll get there. I'm not worried about it by any means. I'm still going about day to day. Still talking to my friends, still working, still studying my other deck, but looking into like so many other things too. Like I'm all about like, I want to like focus on the next generation too, but I want to focus on you guys. But like my mind is like, it's just bouncing. Like the amount of things my brain is telling me to do, I'm having a hard time actually keeping up with my own brain. So anywho, it will all work out. So, and I am using my intuition, okay, when it comes to my next moves. And I think that's extremely important for you guys to be doing the same thing too. Not being naive with certain situations, but definitely using your intuition is a big deal right now, okay? So as a collective, right, Aqua Dragon came up from Neptune. But anywho, intuition, okay? So I know I did, this is just going to be current, and I know I pulled a couple different videos for you guys, and they've been different. You know, one day we had confrontation or drama or competition, and the next day it was golden, okay? I've been doing personals left and right too, and normally as a collective, you guys somewhat mesh, but it's all of personals right now. Like it's your own story. Like you guys all have your own story, but there's the stuff that's coming through is just, it's different than what I've experienced before, you know. But so back to what I was saying, with the collective, I don't know what we'll get today, okay? Because it's today. So in all reality, it's like doing a reading 3 times, 3 different readings for the same date. Well, I did the first, but energy comes and goes, give or take a day or 2 or weeks, depending on how you work with energy, right? And then I did another one the next day, 2-4. And what, today's the 2nd? So, and I'm still reading current, and I do feel like it's still a little different. So I do like that. I do like that the energy is coming out and coming at us in different aspects and different stories, which is nice, right? Because you never know what you're gonna get, which is what I wanted. I didn't want to read the same stuff all the time, right? So I'm definitely getting what I wanted, but not in the way I expected. So it's a lot for me to even take in right now. So hold on. So we have it's pulling me to, that's a good thing though, right? I've been through awakenings plenty. You get through so many to align to where you need to be. I've always been, I'd say for a while now, fully awakened. But now I'm like fully awakened. Like fully awakened. Like I won't go through any more awakenings in my entire life. This is it for me. Like fully awakened. And it's a lot. It's not a bad thing. It's just, it's a lot for one to absorb. So I don't know if it's like, I think it's more based on your blueprint than it is planetorial energy and transits, right? Certain ones can trigger awakenings for sure, but I think to be fully awakened, it really depends on your blueprint. Hi, talent. Okay. But I think a lot of you are like somewhat going through them. I can't explain. It's different. Like an awakening, an ascension. It's like an in-betweener. And I don't, it's like new. I've never felt it before for you guys. So I don't know if it's a new type of something. And I did mention to you guys a while back that even with our planets and all this stuff, we just got to 2020. I think it stopped in like 2019. Like this is all new to us now. Like there's nothing in the records. There's nothing, like the transits have never been this way ever recorded. It's certain stuff like that, right? So things are gonna feel differently for sure. So I'll just have to see where my community, the collective is going with this. When I know, I'll figure it. I'll let you know. Okay. So there's that. And I don't know if I'll ever figure it out, but if I do, or if I have an opinion or a clue or a theory, you know, I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. So you got the lilac fire dragon, which transmutes through the power of divine love. So open up to the transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of the heart begins and brings peace. Okay, so I think a lot of you guys too, your heart chakras are gonna start in, which is nice. I was hoping to kind of get a dimension for you guys, but maybe because I feel like there's something about in and out with voids and stuff, but okay. And you pulled the green gold dragon pathway. So that might be what's actually happening with you guys. What technology is, guys? Does any of you guys? What is spiritual technology? Should I know this? That's how foggy my brain is. I don't know what that is. Is it like magic stuff? Like magic? Is that magic stuff? Like, is it like sticking like a pole in the ground like scientists use for the XYZ, but or is it like herbs, water? Like, what do? Are we playing with stuff like that? Like, what is it? Would be like us here, spiritual technology. Or no, it's not like that. Yeah, this is not technology like our technology. Because it's almost like I think like what it's saying is like we're our own tool, obviously, right? But so it's like we're the transmitter. We have our own sacred knowledge that we know, right? But like learn about spiritual technology. So can somebody please Google spiritual technology? We were talking about research and studying and all that stuff, so I don't know. Yeah, well, frequencies, we all can be that transmitter, but this is pulling me to not us. I know we're all programmed. I don't know if it's a telepathic connection or not. You're gonna check? Thank you. Just Google what is spiritual technology. It's a relatively new field which technological innovations are being created, enable individuals to advance more rapidly in their spiritual development. Relatively new field, technological innovations where are being created to enable individuals to advance more rapidly in their spiritual development. Spiritual technology, spiritual principles, concepts, theories, usage, applications. No, that's not what it's saying. Keep going. I know I'm gonna know it when I see it. I'll feel it. So yeah, Google might be saying this, but that's not what Spirit wants you to know. And that's how that shit works. I'm sure it's on Gaia. It's like Netflix. What are you guys talking about now? Did I miss the whole damn conversation? Spiritual transformation. We're in a new age, the age of dramatic changes. Yeah, that makes more sense. But there's something more to it that they want you to know. You guys are gonna have to bear with me as I'm fully like trying to figure out who the fuck I am again. So I feel like when you say the age of dramatic changes, that's what pulled me in that direction. That's a given with everything that's going on, right? But like I think it's pulling me to the next generation thing. So I feel so I don't even feel like that message is for you guys like that. That's Jesus. Sorry. You got Thor, red, black, and gold, protects the time of change, the time of rapid transition and transformations. Relax, you are safe. I'm gonna get one more and then I'm gonna switch decks. Rainbow Dragon brings a leap of joy, opens up new doors, have trust, rediscover wisdom, accept opportunities, expect miracles. Whatever, that's a big deal. It's opening me wide up. Yeah, that's the one they're pulling me to. Forget about these. I'm sure some of you are going through it, but like this is what this is a big deal. It's, you know, it's ironic how it was like, oh, forget about the other ones. Well, no, you obviously want to pay attention to the other ones, right? But this is so like average. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, accept opportunities. Like that's, to me, that's like too simple. Like it's almost like I feel like they're underestimating the power that some of you guys have. So I'd like to know what type of new energy I got around me right now. I definitely have a different energy around me. And when new energy comes in, right? Even that new energy spirits, they can be scared of you. They can be intimidated by you. And people don't get that. Yeah, spirits. Okay? Like, they can try to get you to stay in this situation or that situation. So this is why I'm more concerned, like, where are you guys at? Like, I'm feeling that void. I'm feeling that whole thing where I'm like, I'll keep you updated. It's you're definitely going through a transition as the collective. And you know what? It probably just has a lot to do with what's going on in the world. But I feel like some of you guys have spirits around you that are underestimating you, or you're letting their energy overpower you. And I'm not talking as like a human being, a lover, a friend. That's not what this is. This is spirits. And it wouldn't be guides. It'd be spirits. It's like, what are you vibing at? You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like if we got low vibes right now, ooh, they're like, num, num, num. They're going to eat you up. Okay? And I know that's a given right now with everything that's going on in the world, but considering I'm reading it and I feel like they're trying to underestimate you guys, I don't like that. They're like, oh, let me just bring it back to like how you used to read, or like, no, we're not doing that, right? So like they can even try to persuade me to go in certain directions, but to me it's like, so it's tricky. I gotta learn to work with that type of energy too. You gotta be kidding me. So be careful. Make sure you got music on, like your favorite music, or dance, do some jumping jacks. You need to motivate yourself. If you're not one that dances or listens to music like that, say on your way home and you listen to talk radio. No, put on something you used to listen to. You gotta raise your vibration. And music is huge. Music can bring back a memory. It can trigger, like, it is. I'm trying to give you basic, simple things to take control of the energy that you don't want around you. But see, then you're gonna have to worry about, I mean, yeah, this is why I should have already wrote my book. Because now you're gonna have to, when you start messing with that and raising your vibration, you're gonna have to start dealing with, I don't really want to go there. That's a whole nother topic that I don't want to touch base on for too long, and to just bring it up would be rotten of me and then not really follow through with it. So everyone goes through stages on their own time, right? Don't worry about raising your vibration. You definitely want to raise your vibration right now. That's a given, okay? Even going outside, opening the windows, doing stuff like that. Grounding your house will actually help. If you're having a hard time, put salt in each corner of the room. You can even do it around the house if you choose to. Any salt, even table salt. I use table salt. Don't leave the TV on all night. If you're not watching it, shut it off. you know, it's a given. We're not supposed to really sleep with our phones near our heads, right? But like, I'm telling you, like, you really shouldn't. And they tell us that because of, you know, cancer and other reasons. But with the energy the way it is right now, I'm telling you, you don't want to bring in attention to the lower energy, and that can bring in lower stagnant energy. Any electronic, anything running, like even like your microwave, your toasters, everything that's plugged in, your alarm clock, you know, that's everyday stuff, right? Everyday energy that all types of energy is drawn to. But if you're having a hard time and it's stagnant and it's like, ugh, unplug some of that stuff. If you're not using your toaster, unplug it, you know. You know, it's, I'm being pulled to like cable boxes. Like, I never unplug my cable box. You know what I mean? But like, maybe you want to unplug your cable box and like, I don't know, troops. Like, just, it's just stuff like that where the energy, I don't know why they're stressing it for you guys. Okay. Message for the collective, not just you guys, you know, me too. If you have salt lights, definitely use your salt light lamps. So just be wary, cautious, like conscious. Be conscious of what you have for electronics going on in your house, okay? And then for angel messages, you got notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, capitalize upon them. Clarikinesis, pay attention to your thoughts as they come in as answered prayers. And then clairaudience. But I'm not really feeling these cards like this. You know, I'm not. I mean, I'm feeling them. These are your messages, but I'm not. I'm done reading them because it is taking me to like all different places. So I hope you guys got some messages out of those. But I want to step out of that energy. So I'm going to grab a regular deck. Let's see what they want you to know. That, I mean, the Five of Pentacles flew out of my hands when it just fell. It didn't even want to go back in the deck. So, I see 30-30 right now. So I'll timestamp this like 33. I mean, some people like watching it all, right? But others are just like, let's go in for the read. Let's go in for the kill. I just feel like you guys need to boost your energy. I don't know. And it's not, it is because of what's going on in the world, but it's not. Like there's a big group of who watches me. I can feel it. It's like, it's more than boredom. You know, I can't place it. We haven't had any eclipses. You're not being spit out. Because that would really fucking suck. We all know those blow. That's like awful. And I don't feel like you're being spun. I don't know. I almost feel like you're all just trying to maybe find your place. You know? I don't know. Yeah, I wanted to touch base on synchronicities again. For sure. Last time I touched base on those was probably well over a year ago. A lot of people, here's the thing too. This is why I don't join groups, because I'm so bullheaded when it comes to my own opinion sometimes, when it comes to spirituality. If I believe it, I believe it. Like, no judgment passed. We all have our opinions. But I won't entertain someone else's opinion if I know if I know in my brain like 100% on how something works. Like, I have a hard time. I get very competitive with energy like that. Like, don't you tell me. Maybe it's all the Taurus in my damn chat, right? But I don't want to blame it on the Taurus in my chat, but it's true. So I had this woman on one of the sites that I was on the other day, and she was talking about synchronicities, and she made a comment, okay? And it was like, I actually want to read it to you. Let me go get my other phone. Because this is actually important, okay? Like, it's eye-opening. When we all have our opinions. And I need you guys to take care of your feet. I don't know what that's forgotten, but I've had that message for you a couple days ago, and I really babied my feet last night. And I'm walking better. I can't explain it. Like, buy like the little scrubber. Take care of your feet. I think we never think of our feet, right? It's the craziest thing. Like, it carries so much weight. Like, pamper. Okay, I want you to pamper your feet, given. It's a given, right? But like, scrub them. Because majority of you probably walk around barefoot like I do. You know, I'm not talking like calluses. I'm talking like randomly. Put them under a pillow and stuff like that, right? But like, really use the, what is it, a pumice? I mean, a pumice. Use a pumice stone. Like, even if they're not dry, use one, okay? Use some Epsom salt and rub it into your feet, because right now it's important to ground, and it's important to clear the energy out of our feet, okay? It's a big deal, okay? So it's not really about pampering them. It's nice to pamper your feet, but you're actually cleansing the energy that collect within your pores, okay? So that's what that's about. Nothing else but that. Cleansing the energy from your feet. It will help ground you. It's important. Okay. So I gotta go and find this thing on synchronicities real quick. And everyone has their own opinion. I was just pulled to this. Oh, that's why I was probably pulled to it. I absolutely love it. It says, I'm going to screenshot it. It's like the color pulled me. It said nothing should go back to normal. Normal wasn't working. Ain't that the freaking truth? But it was just the other day. I literally had to stop and pull myself away from the conversation, okay? Because I was like, yep, that's not going to work for me. Okay? So yeah, here it is. because you know how I feel, okay? I'm not going to put her name on or anything, but she posted a picture of 1111. People post things like that all the time. But if you're going to come at me and you're on a site of spirituality, everyone has their opinion, right? So this is why I'm like, that's what's crazy to me. I have no business sometimes. And I'm very, all right, like agree to disagree, right? But, you know, she didn't say anything like a twin flame thing, you know, I don't remember. But basically I commented and basically like, you need to understand why these numbers are here and if they're being consistent. If you're seeing them consistently, there's something you're not picking up on. Don't give up because there's plenty of numbers and plenty of times. You still need to have hope when it comes to certain stuff. Just don't wait, yada yada. Make sure you're never waiting and always you keep walking. So she comes back and she's like, the numbers will shift you as you walk your path for sure, just as mine have. And it's like, no. Okay, agree to disagree. Those numbers are here because spirit wants us to see something we're not seeing. This is why synchronicities are here. Respect on all different experiences. For them, they call attention to her path that helps her keep walking. That's, to me, that's not what it is. You know what I mean? Synchronicities are legitimately here because you're not seeing things. You're not seeing something. I see 1111. I see 1212. I see them every day for weeks and weeks and weeks. So, you know, I go and I Google it and it sounds great. And I got all these things coming and I'm so excited. That shit never comes to you. You're not seeing what needs to be seen if you're seeing them consistently. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they give you numbers, I communicate with numbers all the time, guys. Do not get me wrong. I think they're great and they guide me and they're beautiful. But if you're seeing them consistently, okay, you're not seeing something. If you're just seeing them here and there, they're basically telling you where you're at, how to keep you on track, and you really need to look into something. This is why you have your numbers. But again, if you're seeing them consistently, you're not seeing something. Okay? Very important. All right? So, everyone has their own opinion. And that's why I was like, agree to disagree. But the numbers are here because Spirit wants us to see something you're not seeing. Okay? So, again, when it comes to spirituality, everyone uses tools in a certain way to get them to where they need to be. But when you get to a certain stage in your life, well, see, it's hard for me to, because everyone's very opinionated, right? But like, when you're like 100%, yeah, but see, once again, it works differently for everybody. But I think you also can convince yourself, you know, on why you're seeing those numbers, or convince yourself on why you're going in this direction. Or, so, I mean, there's so many other things to be aware of at the same time you're receiving these messages. Spirituality is extremely tricky. It's not like picking up, like, no disrespect when it comes to, I mean, I grew up Catholic, right? But it's not the same as having a damn Bible and studying the Bible. And not the damn Bible, I'm so sorry. A Bible, okay? Or whatever you're studying. It is not the same spirituality. It is not in a book. It does not work that way. You know what I mean? So it's like one thing to teach this, preach this, and you got proof. And that's not even proof because it's written in a book, right? But I lost my train of thought because they just pulled me. But I don't really want to start talking about religion, so let me just see where they're taking me with this. Spirituality is something you experience as you allow your body to go through transformations, whether you're aware of it or not, accepting, moving forward, not staying stagnant. It's that type of stuff, you know. Some people can step into spirituality and just all of a sudden, you know, a year, you know, 1 year, you know, 2015, you're this person, 2016, it's like, oh my God, you know, all of a sudden you're psychic and you hear spirit, and then others are born with a gift. It really just depends on how it works for you, what you ask for. It's back to the blueprint, right? But I don't know why they're pulling me to religion. I think maybe because a lot of people are being pulled to religion right now, which is perfectly fine to have your own faith. I'm not going to argue that by any means. And say one's better than the other. No. It's also about how you're raised. I'll tell you that. But oh, see, now it's pulling me to another generation. Let me snap out of this. I'm just going to end that conversation right there because I don't really want to get into religion. Wow, they're really pulling me to like ascension. They're pulling me to all sorts of stuff. I feel like it should be just be like we're conversating right now. What do you guys really want to talk about? Lucy's not snoring. That's Nyla. Fetal position. Fetal position and all. Lucy's been downstairs. What are you guys experiencing? Like, that's not norm for you. Why don't we do it? Let me hold my crystal and why don't we do it that way real quick? Because it might help me. Explore the spiritual, okay? I don't want to talk about politics. I knew politics was, because I said religion, but then they pulled me straight to politics, but I don't want to do that. Feeling numb, I think, is normal right now. Having no romantic attraction is probably, for some, normal right now, depending on how long it's been since you got out of heartache or disappointment. So you just need motivation. What does it feel like when your crown is activated? I think the most noticeable thing is your head will be itchy. And you might be a little lightheaded when you stand up. You can Google those ones, though. Why can you feel someone around you? Not in my own room, but in the video recorded room. Well, you probably got, a lot of people are probably feeling all sorts of different energy right now around you with everything that's going on. So that's a given. Are you feeling more like an empathic feeling or like a spirit? I think you're feeling more spirits around you than anything. And a good friend of mine mentioned, I'm feeling energy from XYZ years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, however it works for you, right? What about lights flickering on and off, headaches, sibilance, seeing things from the corner of your eye? That's just your energy. That's just straight up energy. Maybe meditate. If you don't meditate, try to relax more. That's all energy. When you feel really a lot of warmth around you, it's like spirits hugging. It might be different for other people, but from my experiences, major headaches, yeah, it's more energy, and headaches are also linked to ascending, shifting. Google Google the 127s. You know, one's a new beginning. Two is about getting the balance, and seven is it's like a purpose too. So there's something going on with your purpose. They're trying to get you to pinpoint. But you know what's important too? When you're seeing certain numbers, especially something like that, it's important to know what your thoughts are right then too, so you can see if you can place them. You got the chills now, Corey? You're talking about you get chills. Because there's a difference between psychic chills and goosebumps and all that. And that's usually linked to intuition. Blowing on me at the same time on your arms. Yeah, that's a little, I'm not used to that one. But like a ball of air. Well, yeah, that's definitely energy. And that's your intuition with goosebumps and chills. Well, if you, yeah. Well, one of the reasons to help the masses right now is really inspiring people, motivating people, getting them where they need to be. That's a given. I just said that like you should have known, and that's not fair. I didn't mean it like that. Just meaning like motivation is key right now, and it's real hard to find motivation right now. It really truly is, and you do really need to rely on yourself right now, which I feel like is like even harder. So like with you guys, I'm not really feeling like it's confusion. I'm trying to get other things from you guys. Like visualizing is important too, but don't spend too much time on visualization and let other things slip away from you, because then it just becomes a fantasy. When you visualize, you have to have a certain intention, and it really depends on what you're visualizing. That's kind of law of attraction. I don't work with the theory of law of attraction. You know how I am with how I feel about law of attraction. And all these people that, you know, come to my seminar and blah, 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 blah. They're teaching you common sense. They're wording it in a way that seems more complicated, and then they place it this way, and then all of a sudden it's like a bell goes off, and you're like, yeah, well, that's because you don't use that side of the brain, and then all of a sudden they trigger something and you use that side of the brain and you think this is the smartest knowledge you've ever heard, when the fact is you've always had that knowledge. You always had the capability of accessing that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Law of attraction to me is, it's not necessary. I don't think I'm being a Debbie Downer. I think if you get too focused on certain stuff, well, how do I want to word it? There's such a thing as law of attraction, but like that's really to keep your hopes and wits going in a certain direction. And it really depends on your blueprint. Okay. And yeah, a lot of it, it's absolutely hands down positive thinking, right? It's a given. There's no hidden secrets, you know, to law of attraction. Which is like mind blowing that people make millions off of this shit. There's law of attraction, of abundance. There's law of a lot of things, right? But it's all spiritual law. Is what it boils down to. And it's what you desire, what makes you happy, what your soul calls for. And it, you know, you got to be careful what you're manifesting. I can't stress that enough. If you're going to sit here and manifest one person in particular that you know back into your life, you're not going to get that person back into your life. And if you do, it won't be what you want. Like, I wanted, there's more beneficial ways of manifesting. That's kind of like a whole nother topic that I should probably really talk about. I think affirmations are way better than certain stuff like visualization, guys. That's not manifesting. You gotta set your brain. You gotta program your brain to something first before you can fantasize about it. Why? Why do you want this? Why do you want that? Is it practical? Is it needed? It's tricky because if you guys are pulled to my channel, your life, you've already been in a struggle. Okay, your life will continue to be a struggle, but you can be positive about that. Some people have a hard life, right? I'll have a hard life the rest of my life. I will have to, in order to succeed, I will have to stomp through obstacles like you wouldn't believe. And for some of us, it's just the way we're designed. Okay. We weren't meant to have easy lives, but we're definitely meant to push through what needs to be pushed through to get to where we need to be. Yeah, I'm not even with the fear and stuff. Yeah. It's hard if you're gonna fall into that category of, it's hard not to, but don't watch the news then. You know what I mean? Because the littlest thing could trigger you for sure. I'm not even really, I scroll on social media not that much anymore. I'm just at the point where it's just like disgusting. Everyone's like, worried about this and worried about that and stimulus checks and, I get it. It's important, but the rise of child abuse and death from infants to the age of 10 is fucking sickening how many kids are dying right now. It's sickening. That's, so I'm trying to stay off social media, or reading things like that. I think it's important to focus on you and your family and make sure you have what you need, because we're definitely not at our peak. Okay, we will get to our peak and then it will subside. Okay, and then it will go away for a while. Okay, but it will come back. But it won't be, it will be the next generation, but you'll probably still be alive for it. I will talk about that at some point, but there's more I want to talk about. So make sure you have what you need for supplies, the best that you can, and try to stay sane. Maybe get some magazines, books. It's nice to have that social media, but why don't you research right now? Why don't you study? Why don't you look into something else? Why don't you start a project instead of constantly watching developments? If there's something major, you're gonna know. You know what I mean? Someone's gonna call you, or it's stuff like that. It's definitely mind over matter. You're supposed to be staying in the house right now anyway. So this is for those who are fear driven and you get triggered easily, that's the advice for you guys. Like, if you can handle it every day and watch the news and you want to stay up to date and knowledgeable on what's going on, then that's great too. It really just depends on how you're absorbing what you're hearing. Yeah, Sequoia, that's perfect. Yeah, making bracelets, yeah. I think what's most important for my people who have been here for a long time, okay? Where are you at? Are you happy? Are you getting what you need? Because it's really time to start your new cycle. Yep, see, that's fun coloring. Dig out the books. I mean, there's plenty of stuff you should be doing. Like, a lady came into work today and she's like, oh, I have a whole to-do list. She's like, I really should be doing this and that. She's like, but I'm going to come and get my coffee and then I'm going to go here. And she's like, and my work closed down for 3 weeks. I've been saying this for years. She's like, I really could be doing this. And she has every single thing that she needs to get stuff done in the household. But she's not doing anything. She's super procrastinating. And I kind of, in a gentle way, was just kind of like, well, what happens in 3 weeks when you go back to work? You're probably going to kick yourself in the ass that you didn't get some of the stuff done around the house. She's like, oh my gosh. She's like, it's so true. I've been saying that. And all I could think that whole time was like, karma will hit you so hard if you don't take advantage of this situation and what you have right now, right? Like, this is, it's make it or break it, unfortunately, for a lot of people right now. It's how you handle your energy. So if you know there's stuff to do, or you could be studying or doing this and just sitting around and doing nothing, like, stop telling yourself, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Dig in a little bit. You know what I mean? Of whatever it is. Hi, sweetie pie. Hi, mama. Dig in a little bit. You know? Because this is a time to focus on you, your priorities. What have you been doing? Like, the universe is shutting down for you to recognize stuff. So now is the time to acknowledge stuff. Go after what you really want. You know, are you going to let other people's opinions, judgments get in the way of what you want? You know, it is, everyone has their own reason, their own piece of something, their clue that they have to discover on their own. And it could be simple, or it can be complicated, or it could be a challenge. You know? Like, time to reconnect with the children. We have everyday stuff, but I need to take this time too with doing YouTube and doing work and chaos and wanting to play catch up. There's so many things, but I also need to take this time too and sit back and be like, okay, let's play a board game. Let's do this. I mean, there's so many reasons why not to do that. I need to cook dinner. I need to take a shower. I need to relax. I haven't sat all day. I've been on my feet since yada yada. Cherish the energy, you know, and if those who can't find themselves in that type of cherished energy, you're in the wrong playing field. And it's a big wake up call for that too. A lot of people are posting funny stuff, but it's not, it's so true. Like, don't worry, everyone who's single right now, there's going to be plenty of single people when this is all said and done. And it's true. It's true. There's going to be so many breakups and makeups during this time because of boredom, and then really truly seeing what you're working with. And it's important to really recognize that it's an opportunity to change your situation. So take advantage of it. If you guys sit back and do nothing and just think there's something going on in the universe and there's this disease and I don't want to get out of my house, and you're not going to benefit from this transition. You won't. If you're just sitting back and doing what you would normally do, nothing beneficial is going to come out of this for you. And that is not the purpose of all of this. And some people will agree and disagree. At first, I really just thought, virus. But it's way more than that. But I didn't even want to feed into any of that at first. I didn't. But then when I see and know certain stuff, now I know why it's happening. So guess we'll find out when it's all said and done, because it's gonna be it's gonna be a shit show. It's gonna de-weed. It's the universe de-weeding, pretty much, unfortunately. I did question for the people who pass away. I did question certain stuff if it was linked to karma and certain stuff like that, and I certainly, it's definitely not, right? But like, I don't know how else to explain it. It's not karma or you're dying because karma. No, it's just a man-made fucking disease. This shit's been around. I think, I don't know. It was like 2012 or something. China's always had this virus, guys. It's like somebody just up and added a few more ingredients into that vial. I shouldn't have giggled, but that's legitimately what happened. The virus, so though they couldn't find a cure right off the bat. That's what they did. Was it meant to get out? I'm not getting into the whole conspiracy theory of it. I'm just saying it's been around forever in China. It's just a new strain. Made by man, for sure. That's a given. But still, when stuff like this happens, the universe knows way ahead it's going to happen. You know what I mean? This is how certain things in people, places, things get wiped out. When it comes to tsunamis, when it comes to volcanoes, when it comes to all that, unfortunately, it's already pre-mapped out. And if you happen to be in that area, then you go down with it, and it's extremely unfortunate. But Mother Nature does wipe things out that way to clean up the world. Like, if you think about it, when there's tsunami, when there's certain stuff and they destroyed areas with earthquakes and all that, 20 years from now, when everything regrows, or however long it takes, there's a reason why that area was taken out. It was a promising area. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that, guys. Rich soils, plants, however it works for them. You know what I mean? It's just unfortunate that, people end up living in those areas when shit like that goes down. But again, it's already predestined. It's pre-mapped out. It knows if something's going to be overpopulated or what needs to be taken out, because you can't stay in the same situation all the time. So again, if you actually researched and went back to where we had major life events, go look at what the land looks like now. You know what I mean? Or what it looked like 200 years ago before humans moved in. What type of plants, leaves, what type of stuff was found there. That type of stuff. It needs to be found again. It needs to be rebuilt. We need that type of stuff for holistic medicine, for stuff like that. Okay, so unfortunately, it was even sad that that came to my head with karma and people being, you know, passing away, but it really has nothing to do with karma. It's just unfortunate. It's just what it does is raises the death rate, and it's all about the, not to like scare you, like, 'cause that's what the, you know, like the news will do, like this many people have died already, you know, it's when it's said and done, you know, we're gonna have the stats to look back on, and how it changed everything. So it's not like I'm picking this person and I'm picking that person and that person because of this. Okay, I did question it myself, guys. So if you guys have questioned it, hopefully that helps. But that's just the answers I got, right? But when this does come back around, it's gonna be worse. But hopefully, I don't know, guys. It really is about the next generation. Which would be your children. Or your children's children. But not further than that. I think it's more probably your children's children. But it's a good chance you might still be alive for that, depending on how old you are now. But you'll be very old. But you will see it again. So I don't know what needs to be done in between. So I think like right now what the universe is stressing, like the generation of your children. Oh, I pray for all the doctors and nurses, everyone out there, even all the workers. You know what I mean? So it's not one of those things where you know who's gonna get it, because it really is just the tally when it's all said and done, unfortunately. That's the wake up the universe wants you to see, on how something, it can just wipe out, a virus can just wipe out what needs to be wiped out. I think there's definitely going to be a cure for this one. But when it comes to the second round, whenever, whole nother conversation, it will be a whole new strain, a whole new strand of strain of it just showed me a strand of hair, so it's linked to DNA, right? But it would be a whole new, it would be part of that virus, but a whole new strain. And I don't know if we'll have a cure for that one. It's just like one thing being added on top of another and another, right? So like, I don't know how you save yourself from that one. You know, that's going to be in the hands of scientists and medical field. I don't think it's going to have anything to do with, you know, how spiritual you are by any means. But it's definitely going to have to do with how you eat, what you eat on a daily basis, consumption, for damn sure. Your immune system, that type of shit. That's why it's important with what's going down now. It really wants it to bring you awareness for the generations to come, right? Because right now we probably eat like shit. Not all of us, but a majority of us, don't eat great. You know, not enough protein, not enough vitamins, not enough sun, not enough this, right? Not enough water, basic sometimes. Oh, I had tuna for lunch, I had chicken for dinner, I had oatmeal for breakfast. Yeah, that's great. But do you know what type of vitamins your body needs? Do you know what type of nutrition? Because it's stuff like that, like, especially with like herbs and plants and leaves. I think that's another reason why it's so important that people are actually getting those type of situations, plant food. Now, I'm not saying eat plant food all the time, right? But stuff like indigenous people lived off of, stuff like that. I mean, they lived one hell of a freaking life, and so don't the Chinese and all the other countries that live awfully long lives is really because of their structure on how they eat and what they eat and what they consume. Not all of every country, I'm just saying, there's plenty of countries like where there's street food and people eat like crap too, right? But remember that kick I got on with street food? You guys remember that for like 2 weeks? I was on a kick of just straight up watching YouTube of street food. That was fun. But this is where I'm trying to go with that. Like, I feel like that's what's going to be the next medicine in order not to catch the virus. You know what I mean? I think people with stronger immune systems, look, it's already proven, and that didn't even occur to me until right now. It's pre-consisting stuff, right? So if you teach your kids the right way to eat and you start improving your own health, I mean, kids can obviously have snacks and chocolate and stuff here and there. You don't gotta be a complete, like, my kid can't have gluten, and you don't gotta go, you still gotta like sneak in certain stuff and add it to your dietary schedule if you're gonna do something like that. But like, you gotta be on top of it, because I really think that's what's possibly gonna save the next generation or two, is pretty much your immune system. It's a big wake-up call for people, so I don't eat the healthiest, but I always make sure I add in my plant food and certain stuff. But don't get me wrong, I'm all over my Cape Cod chips and my fucking chocolate. Okay, like, for sure. Do I eat too much avocado sometimes? And even too much of that can be too much, right? But like, I'm just saying, like, you don't gotta be you just gotta know what to substitute to. Like, what you could still eat how you're eating, but just adding certain stuff. And I'm talking plants, leaves, not, I'm like, it's stuff we have in our backyard, guys. You don't necessarily have to Google it. I mean, necessarily buy the container of like plant food, because you're always going to have some extra little stuff here and there that you don't need or adds taste, but you can create your own at home. Remember, there was a woman I saw on the Facebook page the other day, and she was, I think it was nettle. I forget exactly what it was. If I had access to it, it'd be nice, right? Can't imagine it tastes too great, but it's hard these days to buy all organic, and even just because it says all organic, it's like such gimmicks these days too. You really gotta know where you're getting your food, and who has time to sit at the back of the market and literally read all the ingredients, and half the ingredients I can't even freaking pronounce, never mind even know what they mean. All I know is that you shouldn't, if there's certain colors or certain, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. That's why I feel like as long as you're eating healthy and clean, you know where your food's coming from, you're getting the nutrients your body really needs, it's going to be so beneficial to help with. It's almost like that is the cure for the next strain. I'm not gonna, that's really what it is, okay? So, there'll be a cure for this one. Better answers and all that stuff, but that will be discovered with certain other stuff. But for the next strain, there's not going to be a cure. The cure is what you're putting into your body, how you're taking care of your body, your vessel. Was just outside exterior. God, my brain is going a mile a minute right now. I don't even want to get into that. But like, we're just a borrowed body. You know what I mean? Like, it's our souls that keep living. We just borrow the body. It's our vessel. So it's important to take care of it. I think another reason why I was stressing your damn feet. Your feet hold so much energy. It's important to renew that energy within your feet, your souls. I can't stress that enough. Scrub the shit out of them with like a pumice stone. Or make your own scrub or Epsom salt. Just to release some negativity. We hold a lot of negativity in our feet, a lot of weight. And we put, you know what I mean? People always forget about their feet sometimes. You know, except then you get a little old. I think when you get a little older, it's like, oh, my feet hurt, or you notice this, you notice that. Orthopedics, that type of stuff, right? But if you're cleansing your feet versus just pampering them, you feel so much better. And I think right now, too, my daughter's having a hard time. My oldest has a kidney stone. What was I saying about the feet? Oh, right now's a good time, too, when we're all washing our hands. Throw some Epsom salt into your soap, or keep Epsom salt on the side of your soap, okay, with a spoon, to do it in a sanitary manner, right? So when you have the soap on your hands, put like half a teaspoon of Epsom salt in your hands and rub it around with the salt. I know a lot of us do it, but a lot of people are unaware of that, right? And it's like, you're like, oh, that might be hurt and grimy. No, it's actually going to help take germs off your hands. But it's also, when it's said and done, it's going to soften your hands, but it also helps with energy. It's detoxifying. It will take toxins out of your body. Okay, so be on top of that. You can get a bag of Epsom salt for a couple bucks, guys. Okay, the grocery stores carry it. Pharmacies carry it. So like, you can still find that at essential places. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, with the whole hand sanitizer, Epsom salt is pretty powerful. Okay, so that's something else. I probably will come on in a little later and actually do a read for you, because right now we're just talking. But I am curious about this deck. I think we touched base on a lot of stuff. Does anyone, when is our next full moon? Mid-month, right? No, isn't there something like on the 7th or the 9th? Yeah. Right? You guys know the exact date? It is the 7th? Okay. The 9th? I said the 7th or the 9th. You both come at me with 7 or 9. I don't know why. It's nice that it's going to be in Libra. It will help you really find that balance even if you don't want to. So it's a little extra helping hand. I think there might be a lot more arguments going down in the next couple weeks, more than normal. And because it's in the sign of Libra, because it's always, you like things, well, the basics, I feel like, yeah, with the energy that's going on in the world, and you got normal full moon energy, right? It's at its most potent. But because it's in Libra and how Libra is all about stability, balance, equilibrium. I almost said equal, not equalizer. I almost said something to do with the equator. Anywho, I think I just saw the map of Peru. I don't know. I got sidetracked. The figure we're talking about. Holy shit! It just showed me the map. What was I saying before that though? Oh, what the whole balance. Oh, the arguments. Yeah. It's just disagree. I think a lot of people are gonna disagree with this with everything that's happening right now, on top of the full moon. Yeah, it's, you're gonna have a lot of know-it-alls and, listen Lindas, and yeah, be careful. I'm gonna forewarn you on that one. Jesus, that could be ugly. I'm gonna pull a card on what to watch out for with the Libra full moon, because I'm feeling something. I can literally see Peru right now on the map, and I didn't even know what Peru was shaped like until right now. So I don't know what that's all about. I saw Peru, and I saw, I don't even know, to be honest with you, what the map looks like. Well, the United States and like other, continents, right? But like, what's the closest one? What's the closest one to the equator? Anybody know? Anybody good with stuff like that? The maps, shapes. Something with Peru, but there's another one I saw, and I talked about the equator. So besides like Antarctica, and I'm pretty sure that knowledge just came back from like childhood schooling, science. But like what I just saw, anyone? Or is there anything even over near the center of the equator? Is there anything even over there? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even know. Or what's the closest to the equator? How do you even spell equator? Closest country. Now that I'm saying equator, it doesn't even sound like I'm saying the equator. I feel like I'm saying a different word right now. I'm not even kidding you. How do you spell equator? Like, doesn't that sound super funny coming out of my mouth right now? Thank you. EQUATOR. Oh, it's spelled exactly how it's pronounced. My brain won't even function right now. Dang it. 2. Thank you. Oh, Brazil, Colombia, Dominican Republic, Kenya, Somalia, Indonesia. Indonesia. I don't know why I said Indonesia. And which just pulled me to, where the frig is Peru? Australia's kind of right in there. No, there's closer ones than that. What country is that? It looks like Africa. Okay, that's Africa. What's that little country? What are you? That's Brazil. You're not so little. You're not so little. The frig is Peru. Oh, here we go. I like the ones with the flags. Indonesia. Brazil. Anyone? It's like not even, it's really just Indonesia, Kenya, Brazil, Colombia. That's right on it. I don't think I was seeing Brazil. I think if anything, I was seeing Africa. But I was seeing like, I don't know if something, no, I don't even want to go there. I want to see where it's located on the map. Oh, it is right over near Brazil. Okay, I didn't know that. I feel like I should have known that. All right. So I don't know if something with Peru right now. Colombia. See, it is right next to the equator too. And I didn't even know. That's weird. I don't know what that's regarding, guys. It's like right there, huh? I don't know what that means. Whoa, it's huge. And that's exactly what I saw too. Because at first I was like, oh, maybe it looked like Italy to me. And then I'm like, I know it's not Italy. Yeah, see, there's something about Peru right now, and I don't know what that's regarding. Is there anything going down in Peru that you guys are aware of that I am not aware of? By any chance? They were talking about boat smugglers. I definitely feel like there's something we should be aware of something that's going down in Peru. What we were talking about beforehand, like environmental stuff. Why did I see that? Guys, that's exactly what I saw. And I didn't even know it was next to the equator like that. And that's exactly what I saw. It's almost like Italy, but in the other direction. Even though it really look like a boot. But it's what I saw. I wonder what that's about. Yeah, that's exactly, and it's on the same exact side right here where I said it was, over to the east, west. So I knew it was on the edge like that. I don't know what it's about. Anybody, huh? They had an earthquake. Hi. I'm definitely predicting something, but I don't know what it is. That's why I was saying to you, like, what was I talking about right before where it took me, because I was trying to say, what was I trying to say? Equilibrium, and I think I said equator. But, oh yeah, we were talking about Libra and the full moon. So maybe something's about to go down in Peru. Because we were talking about the full moon. And then it pulled me right to that. So something might be going down right around the same area. Could be like borderline of Peru. Can you guys hear me? Am I back? Okay. So I feel it's more like not so great. But I don't know what that would be. So I don't know. I'm not really gonna look into it. It pulled me from what I wanted to do. And I'm not gonna sit in that. Because when I was trying to place certain things in my head, it's almost like what I was trying to go after has been erased. And I don't know what that means or what's that regarding, like certain knowledge I used to have about certain stuff. It's not there right now. I got the goosebumps. Like, I don't know what that, like, that's really weird. Because I never even knew what Peru freaking looked like or where it was on the freaking map. But exactly the image I saw is exactly what I just pulled up. And I got the goosebumps again. So you freaking got me. I have no idea what that is regarding. It's like some stuff, like the simplest stuff is like so simple. But like, I don't have knowledge to like fucking simple right now. I don't understand. So you got the Four of Wands. This is for the Libra new moon. I'm just pulling a couple cards. What we can expect, and that's all about your foundation, right? But like, I don't know if your foundation is about to get uplifted. Like if you're taking it. I don't like seeing that. What I'm seeing right now. Holy moly. I don't. Okay. Fuck. All right. Okay. Before I even explain these two cards, I'm just gonna, I don't see tsunami with the four. Okay. I'm gonna hold my crystal. Four of Wands speaks of stability. Okay, your foundation. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you another one. Look at the volcano in the background. Can you guys hear me? So, hi. I saw your little text. I haven't gotten to him yet. I was gonna wrap this up soon. Give me a kiss. wash your hands? Awesome. I love you. I love you.
I love him now.
5-10 minutes. Okay. And I also see travel. But this isn't speaking of travel. I do feel like, I don't know, I see a big twister building in these clouds, which is not in the clouds, but I see it. So I don't know if, I don't think so. No. I can't. Something has to get triggered in the ocean. I don't know why I said that out loud, or why I'm combining the two of those. So there must be some type of storm coming. I don't know if there's another tsunami coming, guys. I don't like that. Or if this is just talking like there's gonna be a storm, like a shit show. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a coincidence, though, that it just pulled me to Peru. And it's right on the equator. The Four of Wands is normally a house of a very solid foundation on grounds, land. Okay, and this is in water all of a sudden. And I do see a nasty twister forming in these clouds that are not in the clouds, but I can see it happening. And this might occur in an area where there's active volcanoes. Does Peru have volcanoes? I think they do, but I'm not positive. I don't know much about Peru. Do they have volcanoes, active volcanoes? Because this would be an active volcano. It could possibly trigger, if there's some type of volcanic eruption that could actually trigger a tsunami. I'm not down to predict right now, but I'm going to tell you right now, I hate to say it, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good at all. I'm sorry. Especially if anyone has any relatives, or it doesn't look good. The last time we had a conversation like this, I predicted the tsunami in Indonesia. And it wasn't the little one, it was the big one. So that wasn't cool. So I don't know why. Apparently I have an ability to predict tsunamis. And at the bottom of the deck, you got the Ten of Swords. So again, that's an ending. So I don't think it's going to get triggered by a volcano. But it's gonna be triggered with some type of storm. I don't know what else. I don't I don't think it's actually linked anymore. I think it's more, it's just telling me there's like a storm coming. Are you, I'd say with maybe within like the next southern Peru volcanoes are active. Okay. So I don't think that the volcano has anything to do with it. Like, I don't think it has anything to do with the eruption by any means. I think it's just going to be near a volcano. I don't think it's going to trigger a snail. I don't think it's going to trigger a volcano. I mean, it most definitely could, but
maybe it won't, man.
Maybe it won't.
Maybe it won't. Yeah, I need sockies.
So.
Hey, what's in that bag, man?
Lemon.
Where's all my socks?
Hold on.
Mom, are they yours, man?
Yeah, you can wear them.
I'm just going outside in the backyard to play baseball.
This could even happen in October.
What the heck are these, man?
They're knee socks.
Knee socks?
I
haven't heard that one. I like these knee socks, Mom. They really they match what I'm wearing. What the heck? Do you wear these on a daily basis, Mom? Nice.
It could actually be April 6th. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you. I was actually watching your live stream downstairs.
Anybody hear me?
Mom, I can hear you.
Thanks. You can hear me. Okay.
Is that what matters?
Yes.
Yes, it does. I could be deaf right now, but... What'd you say? Hey, Mom. Mom, who am I right now? Oh, I'm a blind man looking for his car.
That's not nice.
What?
That's not nice.
What do you mean? That's crazy.
Where you going to play ball?
Nope.
No.
Why?
Because the first thing I thought it was broken windows. Do we have any wiffle balls?
We don't even have a ball.
Don't use a softball or a baseball in a backyard.
Why?
Because it could take out a window.
We have, like, multiple times.
No, you haven't.
Yes, we have.
We've played with wiffle balls.
No.
Alright, let me finish this. I don't want to, I really don't want to get it. You want to shut the door, please? I really don't want to concentrate on this and get into this. It could happen in April. I don't know. It could happen in October, for all I know. Okay? Something with October, too. I don't know. But we are talking about current energy and the new moon, the full moon being in Libra. Okay? So, if I'm assuming if I'm predicting a tsunami, it would be in Libra. It would be around the time of the full moon in Libra. So I would say April. Okay, so I don't know. Lots of prayers and good vibes going in that direction. I really can't tell you what that's regarding, okay? But it literally brought me right to Peru. And I didn't even know what freaking Peru looked like, okay? So that's big. It's a big deal. So, um, I mean, damn. It can take out a lot of our trading industry. Holy shit. Because it neighbors Bolivia, Belize, Chile, Belize, not Belize, sorry, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, and Ecuador. I, this might be bigger, guys. I got the chills. This might be bigger than just the virus. Mama Earth might really start reshaping. I didn't even think about that. Like, we just talked about so much stuff from A to Z. I mean, I was just trying to look at like the imports, and it's a whole lot of things that would affect us, the economy, like you wouldn't believe, and that's already happening with the virus, right? So, um, anywho, like I said, I really don't want to dig deep like that. It's just there's too much going on in my damn brain right this second. It's I don't know. Something's gonna go down around Peru, the equator. So, I saw Peru. It's the Yeah, I saw Peru. Okay, whether it's neighboring, bordering Peru, or anywho, I love you guys. I'll probably come on later, maybe after dinner, to do a read for you guys. I do want to use that deck, but what I just saw right now is just I don't want to be in the energy of prediction right now. I don't want to be in the energy of sorrow. I don't want to, because that's where my brain's going to take me. Because it took me from everything we've been talking about straight to that type of stuff. That I don't want to go there right now. This is not. Anywho, I love you guys a lot. And hopefully I'll be back later. I swear every time I say I'll be back later, I don't show up for some reason. So I'm going to stop saying I'll see you later. And I'll be on when I'm on. So I don't think I really want to use this deck later. So let me just see if I can pull extra cards real quick just for like current energy. Because I was pulled to this deck. But I don't think it'd be smart for me to use this deck later. So let me just... Current energy. Got the Eight of Cups. Ow, same card came out again. The Lovers came out again. And the Eight of Cups. Ooh, Eiffel Tower. Ooh la la. Wow, these cards are bringing me to all different places. I had no idea there was like different countries and depictions on this deck. I bought this deck a while ago, but I think I only used it a couple times for you, but I love the art. But it's showing me just all different countries and time eras, and I think it's just us as a collective right now. High Priestess. I mean, look at the High Priestess. It actually looks like a man with a mustache. Pushing. Which we knew. We knew that anyway. So you're going to have a successful walk away. If you're walking away from anything, success going towards happiness, you know. Resting right now is important. You guys with me? Am I losing you guys? I might have lost you. I don't know. Got the Ace of Pence. Just step into whatever it is you know intuitively you should step into, and you'll be good. Okay? And then you got the Wheel with the High Priestess. So, remember in the very beginning of this read, I was telling you guys really base some of your decisions on your intuition. That's what's helping me right now. And that's again what it's saying. In order to create this new stat, practical stat, grounded stat, you really gotta be vibing on your intuition. Okay? Which is great. some of you should be working with your crystals. They love water, okay? Don't forget to put them in the moon. I wouldn't recommend the moon's more. I would not recommend moon water this month, okay? Stay away from moon water. It's a message for somebody who makes moon water. I do moon water, but I'm very particular with the surrounding transits and when I do that. Usually more like summer solstice types season. So if you drink moon water, not this time around, okay? Anywho, guys, God, I'm just hanging out everywhere. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. You guys disappeared. But I love you guys. Okay?